to Women Powered Stories. I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy at your home. And now I want to welcome you in our another episode of a very interesting guest. And I'm very excited about this episode because this is so timely, and for sure a lot of you will learn from this one. And we will talk about how we can reinvent ourselves during this time of crisis. So our guest for today is originally from Cebu, but she's been living in Davao City for 8 years already. And she's been happily married to Val for 16 years, and they had 4 kids. She's been exposed to different industries like publishing, technology, and networking after she graduated from UP Diliman, with a degree in mass communication. And now she's leading a high-performing team in the financial services industry. And at the same time, just recently, she got certified as an exponential organizations coach. So everyone, please help me in welcoming Miss Catherine Lim-Domingo. Hi, Miss
Hi, everyone.
How are you doing? You look pretty.
Thank you. Thank you, Rose, for inviting me.
It's my pleasure. I'm so delighted for you here. How are you coping up? How's the business going on?
It's actually doing well. We are making ourselves productive. Right after COVID, we set up our home office dito sa room. So all is well. We're actually business as usual in a sense na we're doing everything online. So we are doing well.
For this episode, we will be talking about how we can reinvent ourselves in this time of crisis, and how to bounce back from this crisis.
Right.
There are women out there who are listening to us, and so based on your experience right now, what are some of the challenges that you have encountered, or the challenges that you heard from your clients based on their experiences during the lockdown and quarantine?
Actually, Rose, from 2 perspective, no, yung sa amin in terms of clients kasi we do face-to-face interaction. So, syempre, one of the things that really, like one of the challenges we have is really when we do face-to-face interaction. Right now sa COVID, wala talaga yon. So, we went to online. We shifted to online, and the great thing is syempre, it takes a lot of somehow, adaptability, but at the same time, it's good that I'm part of an organization that has tremendous resilience. So, organization namin is really all about growth. So, actually, for the past weeks, that's, sabi mo kanina, diba, information overload kasi after COVID, after lockdown, we immediately went into Zoom meetings. So before kasi we always have like weekly meetings sa office, but because of the lockdown, we had to really do it online. And personally, ako as a leader, it's challenging because my need to control yung physical space, yung you want to see them, you want to connect with them physically, see them there in the office. Pero right now, since that's a no-no, so yun yung one of my challenges. Yung for clients naman, syempre, since most of the businesses are closed, wala silang income, some of our clients, of course, declined, no? So, hindi sila nag-push through with supposedly yung mga deals natin na nag-yes na sila months ago. They had to postpone. So, yun din yung one of the challenges, Rose.
Yeah, that's so true. Anyway, I want to know more about your story.
As you mentioned, I have 4 kids. So, most of my life, actually, right after I graduated, I got married early. So, hindi siya masyadong, yung corporate life ko was not really that long. And so, I got into different freelance jobs that allowed me to spend more time with my kids. And yeah, that's the reason why I got into networking, and then I also went freelance copy editing, no? So But at the same time, right after I gave birth to my third child, and somehow parang we wanted to shift from copy editing and to a more parang stable job, I got introduced by my mentor to financial services. And being a wife, being a mom, you actually handle most of the time. No, women handle the finance part in the family income, 'di ba? So my husband, my ever supportive husband, Val, told me na, oh, bagay ka dyan because ikaw naman talaga nagma-manage ng money natin, ikaw naman talaga nag-budget ng money natin. So why not get into that kind of career? And right away, when I joined the financial services, I got into this leadership position, and somehow yun yung nag-start. I started to grow myself as a leader, and from then on, since 2013 up until now, dun na ako yun na yung linya ko. It's really more on leading people, leading teams, and empowering them to live a life of abundance.
Awesome. And I know that with your experiences in financial industry, you have encountered a lot of experiences and stories, maybe from parents, women, single moms, and even with the young people. What are usual challenges that they face, especially by women, in terms of financial preparedness?
Oh, nice question, Rose. Actually, in all gender siguro, whether male or female, no, men and women, ang pinaka challenge natin as Filipinos is hindi tayo tinuruan how to really manage our money, 'di ba? So this is not taught in college. Wala tayong course about financial literacy. That's why my team and I, we do a lot of free financial talks. And yun na nga, siguro yung pinaka-challenge is really how to manage your money. Because alam nating lahat, we know how to grow earn our money, 'di ba? Marunong madiskarte ang Pinoy. We have a lot of side hustles, marami tayong kinikita, but sad to say, hindi tayo marunong mag-manage ng money natin. And in that sense, somehow we lose our money, no? We have no ability, we have no awareness on how to manage our money in such a way na pag na-manage natin siya, we can actually grow our money. So dito ngayon, especially ngayon, Rose, ngayon sa lockdown, one of the challenges that we saw is most Filipinos don't have emergency funds. So hindi ko alam kung marami ba tayong mga women right now who has emergency fund, because actually yan yung number one security bucket or yung pinaka-foundation ng financial freedom, na dapat meron kang emergency fund, 'di ba? So emergency fund means at least 3 to 6 times of your salary, no? So ibig sabihin kung 20,000 yung salary mo times 6, dapat meron kang 240,000 na emergency fund. So why will you need an emergency fund? So ngayon, kung meron ka emergency fund, hindi ka naghihintay ng rasyon sa gobyerno. Tama ba? You're not dependent on what you can get out of the government right now, because you are set for the next 6 months because you have emergency fund. So I think yun yung pinaka challenge ng mga Pinoy, not just women, but a lot of Pinoys don't have emergency fund.
Right, I agree, and I think that's basic foundation in building a strong financial foundation, no, financial house. And yeah, but I want to ask you, was there a point in your life that you were struggling about finances, and how did you cope up with that, especially as a family person and as a mom? So what was like, do you have a certain point in your life na you can say this really struggle, and how did you bounce back after that?
Thank you for that question. Actually, marami kaming times na nagkaroon kami ng pera tapos nawala, nagkaroon na naman ng pera, nawala, parang ganon. So I think I can really I can even remember the time when I still had one child, and we didn't have enough money to buy diapers. So parang grabe yung struggle na parang gusto mo i-provide yung family mo ng what they need, but the money is just not coming, and as in konti lang talaga siya, or kanang ano nga yan, yung kasyang-kasya lang talaga sa basic needs mo. So somehow that was really a struggle for me, especially after, kasi sabi ko nga, 'di ba, I got married early. So after I got married, we didn't have a really stable income. We didn't have a stable job. So when we had our first child, parang sabi pa nga ng eldest ko, parang it was the poor times. We he lived during the poor times because we didn't have enough income to sustain. But actually, hindi naman sa na parang wala kaming pera, but I think it really boiled down to our mindset, yung scarcity mindset namin, na kahit nagkaroon kami ng maraming pera, na nawawala din siya because our container of this abundance is not big enough to to hold the money that we have. So nung nagkaroon ng maraming pera, nawala din siya, na scam, 'di ba? Or we invested into something na nawala yung pera, or nagkaroon nga ng maraming pera dun sa networking, nag-close naman. So parang all these series of events in our lives, parang doon namin na-realize na kung hindi namin i-grow yung mindset namin as far as abundance mindset is concerned, kahit dumami pa yung pera, hindi mo pa rin siya mahawakan. Like, for example, yung mga lotto winners, no? So, I'm not judging them. Maganda naman yun na nanalo ka. But if ever your consciousness still scarcity mindset, hindi mo pa rin siya mahawakan, or in a span of 3 months, mauubos at mauubos din siya.
Right. So mindset is very important, and I agree. I think that's the first thing na kailangan i-work out, no? ng mga Filipinos. Yeah, so mindset talaga, kasi we cannot build our emergency fund, we cannot build our savings if you don't have the abundance mindset. And yeah, so what are the initiatives, activities that you have been doing so far to spread financial literacy, to help Filipinos boost their confidence and have the mindset that we're talking about?
Yeah, I mentioned, Rose, that Val and I, we have this MTP, is Massive Transformative Purpose, and it goes empowering people to live in abundance. So somehow, dun kami nag-circulate on how we can actually empower people to live in abundance. Abundance not just in money, but abundance in health, abundance in relationship, even the mindset, and even the life purpose. No? So that's why lahat ng mga activities namin are geared towards fulfilling our massive transformative purpose. So far as financial literacy, financial awareness is concerned, we've been giving a lot of free talks. Dati, syempre sa office, right now online na siya. We have empowered our newbies, no, mga new planners namin, to also do live talks. May mga professional pages sila that shares about insurance, about savings, about growing your money. So actually marami kaming planners. We have like 50 planners who have a lot of value to give as far as financial literacy is concerned. As far as also right now, especially this week, we also geared towards creating income opportunities for those people na nawalan din ng trabaho. So that's why tonight at 6 to 8, we have this building a successful digital career. So that's something that we want to offer to people because our company is so online and digitized. We don't need to do face-to-face with clients. So we do remote selling. So very good opportunity to really take, especially now na lahat tayo nasa online. And then tomorrow, actually, we also have an event about the future of work, adapting to the changing times. At ito naman para sa mga business owners na nawala ng income, they had to lay off some employees. So dun lahat yung mga ginagawa namin, Rose, are something that we can really say na part siya sa purpose namin to empower people to live life in abundance.
Awesome. Those are really great initiatives, and I'm happy that you're doing that. So, what would it take to have an abundance mindset? Maybe you can share more about that.
That's a great question. Actually, kami, we have a circle of people, a circle of coaches who are so much into personal growth and development. So I think dahil ang title natin is Reinventing Yourself during this crisis, no? And we have a lot of time. Sabi mo nga na parang minsan sa dami ng mga online courses na pwede nating ma-avail nowadays, parang ikaw na mismo parang susuko na parang ano ba yung uunahin ko, 'di ba? So now more than ever, I think for us to tap into that abundance mindset is really number one is really to have that theory of space na people who can help you grow. So if you have a team, if you have friends who are into that, go ahead, parang join them, really learn from them. Ako, I'm so fortunate and I'm so grateful that I have a team that really loves self-growth and personal development. Another one is probably also really collaborate with others. Kasi right now, there's a lot and wealth of information that is for free. And if you just tap on the right people na magbigay sa'yo ng the kind of information that you need and they are into it, they are enrolled to the purpose, they will definitely say yes to you. So example lang dyan, Rose, last week we had this 3-day event na ang title was What Else is Possible. We were actually discussing mga talks, mga ideas on how we can explore ano ba yung mga changes na pwede nating gawin as far as health is concerned, about as far as environment is concerned, as far as education. Kasi ako, being a parent, parang natatakot ako na by June, papasok na yung mga students or mga anak ko to school, di ba? So parang wala pa tayong injection na pang cure ng COVID. So definitely, education system needs to be revamped. As far as our spiritual growth, di ba? Kasi ngayon, parang isip lang natin, sakit lang yan eh, virus lang yan. But probably, there's a higher perspective on things. That's why part din dun sa tinok namin was spiritual growth. And of course, yung business and finance. So there's a lot and there's a wealth of resources that each and every one can actually avail para maging abundance mindset tayong lahat.
Awesome. Right. Yeah. As one of the empowered women that I know, for sure that you have gone through a lot of experiences and in this journey to financial freedom, how you become an exponential organizations coach, you've gone through times that you're also building yourself up. And so I want to ask you if you can share more to our audience, especially to other women. How did you build yourself, or how did you reinvent yourself along the way? Is it continuous learning? Are there any practices or daily habits that you do for yourself, aside from being, especially that you are a busy entrepreneur, at the same time a mother and a wife?
Thank you, Rose. Actually, yung magic dyan is yung sabi mo nga daily routine, no? So, it's yung growth naman ng isang tao or isang babae, hindi naman siya mangyayari in one day. So, it takes a lot of daily routine na sinasabi natin na consistently natin ginagawa. And I think one of the things that really work for me is really to take care of my health. Kasi how can we get to our goals? How can we accomplish all our goals kung hindi healthy yung body natin? So kami ni Val, we are so passionate in taking care of our health. We do veggie juicing. We actually do the gym, no? Dati, at least thrice a week, nandyan kami sa gym. But since ngayon lockdown, we make sure that at least every day we do our daily routine. Hindi naman siya kailangan, like whole day ka mag-daily routine. It's really more like 30 minutes to 1 hour that you devote for yourself. 1 hour of also learning, again, mindset naman. So a lot of our success is really based on our thoughts. Kasi kung mindset pa lang, wala, talo ka na, di ba? Parang, how can you move, di ba? How can you take action? So, growing myself, there's YouTube University. Marami tayong mga resources dyan na for free. Simon Sinek is there, Vishen Lakiani of Mind Valley. So, sila yung mga mentors natin online. And then, of course, we do a lot of meditation, Rose. I don't know if you're also into that, but for the past years, yan yung nag-help sa amin. Meditation and of course prayer, no? And we also involve our kids doing that as well. Kasi gusto namin na as a family, we meditate. Especially now, nasa lockdown, I really impose talaga sa kanila, oy, Sunday ha, 9 to 10, meditate tayo and pray. Parang ganon. And what else? Health, yeah. And of course, in terms of really growing myself in terms of my relationship, that's one of the things that I can only say na that really made me who I am is really my relationship with God, relationship with my husband and my family. Is super super supportive in terms of the two of us kasi ako yung controller, siya yung supporter, no? So but at the same time meron siyang mga times na he supports me so much. That's why I'm where I am at right now. So I think the perfect, hindi naman siya perfect, but really the right partner in your life will really spell the difference also kung saan ka makakapunta. So for me, it's really with God, relationship with my family, and relationship with my partner.
Wonderful. And yes, I'm also into meditation. And in fact, we have an online group meditation. I love it. I love it. So my next question is, I think we discussed some of those already, like how we can reinvent ourselves during our crisis. And maybe you can add more to that.
The gist of all it of all of it is really growth and personal development. That's yung pinakaano natin kasi right now sabi mo nga 'di ba na parang oh my gosh, ang daming online courses and everything. Those people that actually cling to the past, yung old ways of doing things, sila yung na-weed out sila yung nawawala. So I want to read this quote I got from Forbes.com. It's like the 5 predictions of the future of work, I think. And sabi nga doon, those weren't the best will need to step up. Those who can't improve their game will be weeded out. And those who are effective will set new standards for all. So somehow, kung ikaw hindi ka mag-adapt to the changes that's happening right now, and you don't grow yourself enough to adapt to the change, hindi ka talaga makaka-move forward after this crisis. I mean, that's the only thing that will make sure that you will stay relevant after COVID-19. Kasi, Rose, it's like after the lockdown, it takes 6 to 18 months for us to recuperate, no? As a country, you know, as a person, kumbaga meron pa tayong 6 to 18 months na mag-a-adjust pa yung mga businesses, mag-a-adjust pa yung mga work and everything. So, kung ako, personally, I won't adapt, I won't grow myself, I would be redundant. Diba? Maraming nawawala ng trabaho ngayon, maraming na-phase out. Some, even in my organization, some of them chose to resign because hindi nila ma-adapt yung mga online na mga processes namin. So, I think yun yung pinaka-summary ng how to reinvent yourself during this crisis.
Great. And those are really great reminders. Thank you for sharing those quotes. During this time, financial preparedness, we realize that financial preparedness really is very important. And while some people lost their jobs, some people is already only receiving half of their salary, and some people are still looking for a job. How do you think can we still financially prepared? Like, at least because many people would ask, okay, how can I save if my salary is not even enough right now? So how would I be able to bounce back from this crisis if I only have this much of money? I mean, going back to your, like, yeah, you've mentioned about abundance mindset, but is
Mm.
there any technique or system or like minor steps that people can follow to do that?
Yeah. Rose, actually, the first step that we do when we do financial planning is to make sure that the income of the person is enough um, to set aside yung, kumbaga, necessary muna yung kailangan niyang ayusin. And then kung meron siyang sobra, doon na tayo mag-uusap in terms of really investing or even growing your money. No? So, siguro ang pinaka-first step dyan is, number one, to increase your income. So, kung kunwari maliit talaga yung income mo, do side hustles. Maraming side hustles ngayon, maraming pwede kang gawin na somehow yung mga hindi mo ginagawa dati but kailangan mong gawin ngayon, you have to do it to increase your income, di ba? So some people, like for example, Jollibee, before fast food siya, kailangan kumain ka talaga sa loob ng restaurant. But kasi ngayon, wala namang pumapasok sa restaurant nila, they had to do delivery. So yung mga malalaking companies nga, nag-i-innovate, di ba? So dapat ikaw, kung ordinary empleyado ka, you have to find ways na mag-adapt ka in changing also how you can earn. So, like even mga apparel companies, you know, before they sell clothes, but right now, ano ba yung need ng tao? Hindi naman damit eh. Ang need ng mga tao is face mask. Even Nike got into the face mask business already. So, ibig sabihin, there's a lot of opportunities during this crisis na personally, you can actually increase your income. After you increase your income, then you manage your income. So usually when we manage our income, we follow etong rule na ito, 70-20-10. So ito yung pinaka-basic, no? But there are other ways to do it. But basic is 70% goes to your necessities or your expenses. 20%, that's your savings that will actually allow you to invest. 20% of your income. And then 10%, yan yung pwede mong pambigay sa charity, sa tithing mo. So that's actually the easy way of doing things. Yung 20%, doon kami makakatulong sa'yo on how you can actually invest and grow your money through the stock market, through other instruments na hindi lang sa bank. So, ganun siya, Rose.
Right, I agree. And thank you for sharing that, Miss Kat. Those are very informative, and I got a lot of insights from those things, and especially from your experiences. And now I know how you keep yourself gorgeous and beautiful and pretty. Yeah. But I have a last question for you. What are your major life lessons
Wow.
that you can share to
Major.
everyone?
I'm not sure if you actually saw my post the other day. We were actually decluttering, and I saw this folder on my VBAC stories, no. So ibig sabihin ng VBAC kasi is natural birth after cesarean. So I had 2 CS and 2 natural birth. So I think yung biggest or parang top of mind ko kasi, Rose, when it comes to life lessons is that nothing is impossible. Because when people actually told me that it's impossible to have natural birth after 2 CS, parang I told myself, no. Marami akong nabasa, marami akong na-research. I believe that I can do it. My body is a miracle. I had to talk myself into believing that yes, I can do it. And honestly, nagawa ko siya not just once, but twice, no. So nagawa ko yung natural childbirth on the third and the fourth. So actually, yun yung pinaka-turning point for me because right now, when I have challenges, when I have crisis, I always go back to that point in my life when everybody was telling me, even my mom was saying na, no, baka mamatay ka, anong mangyari sa'yo and everything. Parang that was my turning point when I actually believed so much in myself and believe in God, believe in my capabilities that allowed me to succeed in that endeavor. So right now when I have challenges, I always go back to that time kasi very ano siya parang turning point siya for me. And Rose, may nabasa ako recently that a crisis pala is a turning point. So that's how you actually define it. It's the determining point whether it will go good or bad in a situation. Para siyang fork in the road that you choose. So, magandang crisis ito, and it's an opportunity for us to actually see it na pwede tayong mag-innovate and reinvent ourselves.
Awesome. That's nice. Thank you so much. And Miss Kat, I had a great time. And
Thank you.
thank you for sharing your stories with Women Powered. Your story is very inspiring. I'm so happy. And you're one of the role models that I know here in Davao. And so I'm happy that you and really appreciate your time. So, again, everyone, thank you so much for your time. Remember, nothing is impossible. Believe in yourself. Continue to improving yourself, especially in this time of quarantine. And remember that this crisis can be a turning point, whether it's good or bad, but I hope that you choose good only. Okay?
Thank you.
So,
Lovely. Thank you. Thank
okay.
you.
For our next Women Powered Stories, please follow us on Women Powered Stories on Facebook page. Where can they follow you on social media?
Ayan, thank you so much for that, Rose. We have our page, the Valunaire Couple page, no? So you can like the page and share the page as well. We post anything to do with health, relationship, wealth, at the same time, life purpose in that page. So please like our page, and of course, um, our my team's page, DFC Financial Planners. We also post our events there regarding financial awareness and even some business development. So hope you can also like and share the page. Thanks, Rose.
Awesome. See you
Yes.
in the next Women Powered Stories. Have a great week.